about the Labor Code of the Czech Republic, the Labor Code number 262/2006, which is the Zákoník práce of the Czech Republic. The Czech Labor Code is our sources of law. It is our existing evidence to discuss about legal matters. Just go straight ahead to the most common problems when it comes to employment is from the employment issues of or the probationary period or the termination and the employee's salary deduction. Alright, so the probationary period and termination in Chapter 4. It's saying that a termination of an employment relationship under the Division 1 General Probations on termination of an employment relationship, Section 48 under A to D. These sections under the Labor Code will gives you the right as an employment relationship to be terminated during the trial period. This trial period consists from 3 to 6 months. It's gonna be 6 months trial probation if you are under the managerial field type of job. You are in the executive, the higher position. That would consist of 6 months to 1 year of probationary period. Okay, but if it is working in the constructions, and you are only have the 3 to 6 months period, but actually it is common to have only at least 3 months of probationary period. The end of the probationary period could be ended through mutual agreement between you, the employee, and your employer. That is, both parties has agreed to terminate your probationary period, and also the immediate termination and the termination during trial period. This means like let's say you work in 1 month probationary already, and you have 3 months probationary, and after a month you are saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna give them the notice that I'm just gonna add 1 more month to work here. Then after that, I'm done. I'm not gonna finish the 3rd one. Okay? And the other one is the notice. Either both parties will give you the notice that you are no longer needed to finish the probationary period, and the next month you are terminated. Okay, you don't need to finish that probationary. Each of you really doesn't need to give the reason why you are going to end the trial period. It depends to you. It's common that the employer it's not giving you the reasoning why you receive a notice that this is your last day of work. Tomorrow, please no need to come, or the next month no need to come because we don't need you to finish your probationary period anymore. So that's all. Without the reasoning, without valid reason, your employer can terminate you during the probationary period. So don't bother about why and asking for so many questions when you are still under the probationary period. Otherwise, you receive the unlawful treatment. Of course, that is very wrong. That is a violation against your human rights, and also a violations of discriminations are under the Labor Code of the Czech Republic. So it depends. If you think that you were discriminated during the trial period, and then all of a sudden your employer give you the notice that you are no longer to finish this period, and then you know that there is something going on, you have been humiliated by someone, by your supervisor, by the executive, of course you have to complain that. Okay, so another one is under the Section 67 1 from A to D, stating that if you are employed under a year, you are entitled to get 1 month of your salary wage. If you are employed from 1 to 2 years, you are entitled to get 2 months salary wage. And then if you work there for 2 years, a little bit over 2 years, you will entitled for a 3 months severance pay. That's very important, okay? Only if you are terminated. That's what they call severance pay. Your employer are obliged to pay you this, okay? So remember that. Confirmation of employment. If you get terminated and or your contract is ended, or you just want to end your contract, okay, don't just go out there, don't just leave. You need also, this is what they call the proper exit of employment. Okay, what is that one means? First, everything are already cleared. You got your severance pay, and then you got your last payment, your last salary, you got your desk cleared out, you're out of the company already. But then you still have to get the very essential document. Confirmation of employment is what you need. This is very essential for you in order to look for another job title. Your confirmation of employment is needed because you need to register with that to the labor office. And make sure that you always have to keep an original copy for yourself. If you're going to find another job, this is one requirement. And also, the most important is you have to register your new employment to the labor office. And to register your new employment contract, you need this confirmation of employment from your former employer. Okay, so make sure that when you exit the job, when you exit your employer, make sure to have this employment confirmation. Also, when you register to the labor office, you also need the personal records for pension insurance form, and it said evidentiary list. So, what happened if my employer refused to give me the confirmation of my employment? Well, all you can do is to contact the Labor Inspectorate. What is this Labor Inspectorate? Can give a notice to your former employer to give your confirmation employment. If your former employer is very hard-headed, so don't bother to fight former employer. Instead, go to this Labor of Inspectorate and ask for their help so that they are the one to notify your former employer that they have to give you your confirmation of employment to you.
Otherwise, your former employer will be facing some penalty issues.
Okay? By violating the labor code of the Czech Republic, by declining of issuing you the confirmation of employment. Then you can file a legal actions for that violation. And this Labor of Inspectorate can help you with that because first, they already send a notice to them, and you have an evidence there already that your employer is still not giving you right of obtaining your employment of confirmation. It's gonna be a long road of things like this, but as long as you're not gonna fight back and make sure that you have all the proper evidence, you talk the labor inspector. All right, we're almost done. Now we are under to the employee's salary deduction. What is this? First, the salary is under the labor code of the Czech Republic under the section 122. That is the determining and agreeing to a salary. Again, this salary, it should be stipulated during your contract agreement, during the negotiations. First, you have to know how much is your salary, your gross salary, what are the salary deductions, and your employer contributions to your health insurance, and aside for that, what are other deductions. So you have to make sure that in your negotiations of your salary, during the implementation, during the making of your employment contract, make sure that you all know all about this stipulations of the salary deduction, health insurance, income tax, especially, and what are you capable of having bonuses? Let's say at the end of the year, are you gonna get the bonuses? How much is that? What are the possibilities? Don't be shy of talking about bonuses, because that is part of your job. Be open-minded to when it comes to negotiations, because that is your right. The labor code of the Czech Republic is giving you the right between you and your employer to come up to an agreement. That's why it said it has to be a common agreement. That means you and your employer are discussing about something, a subject that hopefully at the end of the conversation will end up to a common agreement. And both of you should benefit in the agreeable agreement. We all know that to work here in the Czech Republic, all the permanent residents, the long-term residents that are working under the Czech law, or their obligation to pay income tax and health insurance. Here are my data about this, your employer contributions, and then your contribution to the health insurance and to your income tax. First of all, if your salary is, let's say, a 35,000 gross salary already, 35,000, you have to pay your social security, of course, and also you have to pay your health insurance. Okay, so for that 35,000 gross salary of yours, your employer, okay, your company has to contribute. It's not to pay directed to you. You're not gonna get the money. You are that contribution directed to your social security. Okay, so if your salary is 35,000 crowns of gross salary, your employer has to contribute of 25% of that. And that 25% is for your social security. That covers pension, sickness insurance, and also unemployment insurance. That's covered the 25% of your employer contribution to your social security. Also, for the health insurance, your employer is obligated to pay 9%. That 9% is for your health insurance. And you as an employee, you have to contribute yourself to your social security for 6.5%. That 6.5% is the same coverage to your pension, sickness insurance, also and employment insurance. And for your health insurance, you are obligated to pay 4.5% of your gross salary. So for example, your salary is again 35,000 a month, that is the gross. Your employer is contributing your social security of 25%, and the 25% of 35,000 gross salary of yours is 8,680 crowns a month to cover up your pension, your sickness insurance, and also your unemployment insurance. And for the health insurance, your employer will contribute 9% of that, and that the 9% of your 35,000 crowns gross salary is 3,150. So every month, your employer is contributing to your gross salary a total of 11,830 crowns. So, that 11,830 crowns will be added to 35,000, which now gonna come up to 46,830 crowns a month. And we call that here in the Czech Republic as our gross salary income a month. Then that 35,000 crowns is now gonna be down because you have to contribute yourself for the 6.5% of your social security and the health insurance of 4.5%. So the 6.5% of 35,000 of your gross salary is now gonna be 2,275. That is the 6.5% deducted to your salary. And then in addition is your health insurance, which is the 4.5%, and that is 1,575 crowns. Total now of your gross salary will become 26,185 crowns. That would be now your net salary. So don't expect of receiving 35,000 because you yourself is obligated to pay your health insurance and your social security. And then aside for that 26,185 crowns as your net salary now, you still have to pay income tax. First, don't be and confuse your social security and then your health insurance, income tax. They are a different story. The social security, when you're gonna retire, you are entitled to have this pension, the sickness insurance, and then also when you lost your job, you are entitled to this unemployment insurance. So for those people that lost their job, go to the labor office and saying that I lost my job, this is my employment confirmation that I lost the job, I need your help because until now 3 months now I still have no job. So that's why the unemployment insurance is there to help you, because of course you are contributing that. It's their obligation to help you. So don't worry about going there to the labor office and they're gonna think like Juan has no job and all he needs is another money for our, like who cares, like you are contributing your social security, so you are entitled to have that one. So don't worry about it. But I'm just gonna hope that you're gonna get a job very soon, and it's not gonna take long for you to get up again and get a job. All right, so let's go back to the deductions of your salary. Your salary is deducted now to your 6.5%, that is of your social security, your personal contribution, and that is 2,275. Your health insurance is 4.5%, and that is 1,575 crowns. And then you are also have to pay your taxes, and that is a 15% of your salary. It's quite big though. So now your total gross salary is 46,830. And then you have to pay an income tax for that. The calculation is not from the 35,000 gross. The calculation for that minus your 15% income tax it's calculated from your super gross salary, and that is the 46,830 crowns a month. So 46,830 crowns a month minus 15%, now you are down to 39,805 crowns per gross salary. The 15% of that 46,830 is 7,024 crowns. That is deducted to your super gross salary as your income tax. Plus, deducted, aside for 7,024 crowns, which is your income tax from your super gross salary, it's also deducted the social security, your social security contribution, which is the 6.5%, and that is 2,275, and 1,575 for your health insurance, which is your contributions of 4.5%. Now, the total deduction of your salary now is 10,874 crowns. How are you gonna calculate this? Again, the health insurance, you have to deduct 15% from your super gross salary. Where did you get your super gross salary? The super gross salary is from your 35,000 gross salary, and then your employer contributed 25% for your social security, and your health insurance is 9%. So the total of that come up to 46,830. So your 35,000 gross salary has added an 11,830 and become your super gross salary. All right. So now the super gross salary is now deducted to the 10,874 crowns a month. So your salary now from down to 46,830 from the super gross salary is down now minus 15% of the income tax, minus 4.5% of your contribution to your health insurance, and minus 6.5% to your contribution for your social security, and all of that total of 10,874 crowns a month. So in your 35,000, in your super gross, let's say 35,000, okay? In your 35,000, you are now down to receive a monthly salary net. This is the clean one. The clean monthly salary deduction of 10,884 crowns a month. Now the remuneration that are going to your bank account is the net salary monthly, which is the 24,126 crowns. So instead of 35,000 a month, it's not gonna be like that now, because you have to pay all the deduction, and now you're ended up every month to your bank a 24,126 crowns. That is clean cut. Another one is, we're not gonna talk about the bigger numbers here, because once you earned 1 million crowns, you have an additional of 7% tax for that, and they call that solidarity tax. Right? So that's all for today. Just write down your comment below, share this video, and so that we can give this information to those people that are baffled about this labor law here in the Czech Republic. Thank you so much for subscribing, and for those who don't subscribe yet, please come join me. God bless you guys. Assalamualaikum to all my Islam friends. Stay tuned. I'll be back very soon. Bye. Legal Matters with Yen. Sign out.